Naperville is a great place. The kids work hard when they want to, and the parents provide love and stability. Our town tries so hard to ensure that we grow up to be strong and intelligent. Assuming, of course, all the dangers are cleared away, we will thrive. What about the dangers you can't see? The ones we're too afraid to admit? What if the danger is the kid himself? One teenager in Naperville had a mind that would not accept the love he was given. His waking thoughts were like weights that stuck onto his brain and brought him down to moods so low, he thought he would never escape. He wasn't sure why all he could think about the bad things in his life, be they big or small. We'd always hear about how well everyone around him was doing. They would receive academic achievements, awards for talent, and praise for just being amazing. However, this teen wouldn't acquire any of those. He was only average. He compared himself to people he knew and loved, and they would always be better than he was in just about anything. He would admire so many people who would want to be just like them, but knew deep down that he could never compare. The teen was never able to cope, and this made him vulnerable, weak, and spineless. As time went on, every day got worse. If he had nothing to get up for in the morning, why should he get up at all? He always heard from people that no matter how hard things got, giving up would never be an option. However, this statement simply just isn't true. It's a phrase people made up out of fear for someone else. He was aware of this fact, and he knew that he had a choice to give up or continue with the way life is now, with no hope in sight. These thoughts overtook his mind time and time again until he could no longer take it. He found a bunch of pills and a bottle of vodka. He sat in his room, all alone, crying until his throat burned and constricted. His heart beat at immense speeds, his face damp with the oncoming tears. Finally, he uncapped the pills and the alcohol. He looked down at his hands, shaking uncontrollably. He looked up at a mirror and saw his face, red and pained. He looked into his eyes and saw life that could happen. He wasn't sure who he was or what he was meant to do, but he was ready to act. He looked away from the mirror. His disheveled face made him see a life that could happen, one that he wanted to happen. He was done feeling sorry for himself and beating himself up. He wanted to be a person that could stand out all on his own. He began to write about his experiences and things that inspired him. He discovered his love for psychology, singing, and for theater. Instead of dwelling on the pain he felt, he redirected it into making him a better person. All his pain made him into who he is today, who I am at this very moment. I took my problems in stride and began to cope with the minuscule things that got me down. I truly became a different person, the person I was meant to be. Although the feeling to give up never completely leaves you alone, you still become stronger, and those downs in your life become more manageable. It's not always your fault that you feel this way. Your parents love and accept you, and your friends do too. But sometimes the world feels like it's bearing down on you. But if it weren't for the poisons in the world, we wouldn't know how to truly find out who we are. Without them, we would still be lost. The experience they gave me made it possible to see the antidote life bestows upon you after the pain is over.